Hey everybody, it's the Uneducation of a Nation, and I'm here to uneducate you. That's right, I want to take the Jew out of the education, folks. Listen, if you haven't seen parts 1 through 7, you must watch that first, okay? Or you're not going to understand this. This is complicated, okay? Do you understand that? So please go watch parts 1 through 7, then watch this, okay, to understand it, because this by far is the most important video, and it's going to get better, but I'm just telling you, this is the most important one so far, okay? Anyway, so let me refresh your memory. There was a book called 789. I think it's just some kind of children's book. I don't know what it's about, but it's called the 789, The Untold Story. Can you believe that? Even the title is unbelievable. And the ATE is the same as the EAT, okay, which adds up to 26. Then it breaks down to an 8. 2 plus 6 is 8, okay? So all this, the SEAT, adds up to 9 at the end, because this is the Holy Grail for Satan, which is the seat in heaven, okay? He calls it a seat, but Jesus and God call it a throne. You understand? Okay? Jesus is the throne and the cross. You get it? The cross is 74 and he bears the cross. He's 74 and the throne is what he sits on, and that's 47. Do you understand that? So Jesus is the 11 and also the 11. Look. I mean, Jesus is 11, and the word 11 adds up to 9, okay? Because Jesus is 9/11. And for the people who think, why am I not breaking down this to a 2? Because the 11 would break down to a 2 because it's 1 and 1. But see, that's what you don't understand. When they're talking about Jesus and God, we're talking about one God and one God, 1 and 1. You understand that? It's not 2, it's the 1 and 1 God, okay? Because they're one in the same. Do you understand that? Okay? They combine to be one. I don't know how else to say it to you, okay? Anyway, so that, I just want to make sure you understood that, okay? Oh, and by the way, on 9/11, you remember, that was a ritual, like I told you. The 9/11 ritual was all about killing Christ, you understand, and killing God. That's what that whole thing was about, okay? The buildings were the 2 ones, like I told you, the 11, or the 2 ones, okay? That's what the buildings were, and remember the plane that went through the building? Did you see that? How they showed that to everybody? I mean, anyone with a brain would know there's no way a plane's nose can go through one side of the building and go out the other intact. And they showed it go through, okay? And they pretended like, oh, it was a mistake, and they blacked out the screen. But see, they wanted everyone to see it, because you know what that nose through the building was? That was the spear through Jesus. You understand that? When they crucified him, they speared him also, okay? Do you understand that? And there was a third building that fell down. You remember that? And that building was called Building 7, okay? And how many floors was on Building 7? It was 47. Do you see that? That was the throne. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? Do you see the ritual that was 9/11? Now hold on, I'm going to put another poster board up. Oh, real quick, people are asking me why God is 7 and Satan is 7. I told you, this 7 right here, the word 7 equals 11. You understand? This is the good 7. Now, the bad 7 is the one that when you spell the word 6, S-I-X, equals the number 7. Do you understand that? It equals the number 7. See, that's why I'm trying to tell you, Jesus Christ is the mixture of the 7, the 11, and the 9, okay? Satan's numbers do not add up to that, okay? Do you get that? He did not have any 11 in his numbers, okay? And that's what Jesus was the 11 and the 9. Satan has the 6 and the 9, but here's the thing. The 9 equals 6, okay? And that's where you get that, the 69 thing. You understand that? That's where the struggle is, okay? This is the 6's last chance to win over the 9. You understand? The 6 going up like this to the 9, okay? Do you understand? This is the battle between good and evil, the last one, okay? There's the good 7 and the bad 7. So don't mistake the 2, okay? And I'll explain what that's all about. It all has to do with the Z, if you know what I'm saying right now, okay? I'll tell you later. Anyway, if you saw my other videos, you would understand what I'm saying now. Do you get what I'm saying? It's all about dethroning Jesus and God, which is one. Okay, anyway, back to Seattle. And by the way, I'm not going to tell you about the story about that thing that happened to me in 2010, because this is much more important right now. I'm going to get to that in probably the next one, the video or the one after that. But it's really important that I tell you that what happened to me about that has a connection to the Seattle. Okay. Anyway, so you have the word Seattle, which has the word seat. You understand? S-E-A-T, right? And I told you that the TT is the TT is the double cross. You understand that? The double cross is Satan. That's Satan's moniker, the double cross, okay? So you have the seat right here, and you have the throne, which I told you is what he wants to do, is dethrone Jesus. You understand? Anyway, and the word in Seattle, you have the C, okay, because this has something to do with the C, this what's about to happen. Okay, and then you have the double cross, and you have the EL, okay? I don't need to go into the numbers of that. I already did that. And with the Elliott Bay, because that's where this is going to happen, the Elliott Bay, which is in Puget Sound, okay? I'm going to tell you about that too, that body of water, the Puget Sound. But I don't need to get into the numbers, even though the numbers corresponded with this too. But look, it's got the EL, it's got the double T, just like Seattle. You understand? This is no freaking joke, man, okay? Do you understand? This is as serious can be. Anyway, this is the pier where it's going to happen, and this, around there. And this pier used to be called Pier 6. Okay, now let me tell you something. The word pier, okay, remember it was called Pier 6, not anymore. The pier adds up to 48. Okay, and the broken down one, I don't remember what it added up to, but this is these four on the top adds up to the 48. Then it breaks down to a 12. Then the final number is a 3. Okay, this one's the same thing. It adds up to a 3 at the end. Okay, so Pier 6. So it used to be Pier 6. Okay, and it added up to a 3. Okay, so that equals 9. 6 and 3. The word pier plus the number 6, it was Pier 6, equals 9. Do you understand? Okay, now it's called Pier 57. Okay, and remember the word pier equals 3. I just showed it to you over here. The word pier equals 3, and 57 is the new number of the pier, and it's 3. So here's your 3, which is another 6. You understand? Either way, it's the same thing. You get what I'm saying? They're just trying to hide the number. So, okay, now the word, okay, this is the Great Ferris Wheel, which is on that pier or near that pier. You understand? It's very close to that pier. It's actually on that pier and in Elliott Bay, which I just told you. Okay, which is in Seattle in the Puget Sound. Okay, I'm going to get to the Puget Sound. So the word great equals 51, breaks down to a 6. 5 and 1 is 6. Ferris is 75, breaks down to a 12, down to a 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. You understand? The wheel is 53, breaks down to an 8. Okay, do you understand? You ever heard that song, Wheel in the Sky, Keep on Turning, by that group Journey? Because see, the people who write all these songs and do all this stuff, they know what they're talking about, because that's what's up there. You understand that? That's a mockery of God. The wheel in the sky is above you. You understand that? That's they know. Okay? Anyway, so you got to think like them. You understand that? Because they're not going to give you this information on a platter. You have to work for it, and you have to want it. You understand that? So you break down the word great to the GR. Okay? You get the 7 and 18, breaks down to a 25, breaks down to a 7. Okay? Okay, and then the word great has the word eat. You understand? Which is ATE, which is 8. Okay? You understand that? 26 and 8. Okay? And then the word Ferris breaks down to a 3, like I told you. And the wheel breaks down to an 8, and it becomes an 11. Okay? Do you see where I'm going with this, folks? Look at this. 7, 8, 9. The book. It's called The Untold Story. Okay? And look, 7, 8, 11. Do you understand how close we are? Okay? Do you understand how important this video is? Okay? Because 7 is about to eat the 11. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, this is what he's talking about. Okay, what I'm trying to show you, okay? That's what's going to happen over there. Now I have the word Puget Sound, the words Puget Sound, because that's the body of water where this is going to happen, okay, in Seattle. It's the Puget Sound, okay? and Puget is 69. There's your 69 battle. I told you between the 69. You understand? This is the battle. And it adds up to a 6 at the end. And this is Satan's number. Do you understand that? Do you see what's happening here? Okay? I'm going to spell it out to you a little bit better for some of you who just are not getting it, okay? Do you see something in this word that reminds you of what I told you before? Look at what's right here. It's the E-T. Remember E-T? In the word trump that's missing in the word trumpet, E-T, okay? Do you understand what I'm about to tell you next, okay? So remember this poster board that I showed you? And I told you that Donald equaled 50 and Trump only equaled 25. And by the way, just to let you know, the devil even equaled 25 also. But don't worry about that. Forget about what I just said. But anyway, so Trump, what is missing from Trump, the word Trump to make trumpet, is the E-T. Okay? E-T is 25. So there's your 25 and 25 makes 50-50. Okay? Remember I said that? But let me tell you something. Okay, I told you before that the trumpet is the calling. Do you understand? In the Bible it says that you're going to hear the trumpets blow. You understand that? Is this the 5th trumpet? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I'm not 100% on what's happening here. But is this the 5th trumpet? And then I'm going to show you what the other billboard said that I had just put up there. I'm not 100% sure right now about the dates, about the date of the Seattle event. Okay, but I'm almost certain when it's going to happen, but I want to double check. But what is this right here? 50-50. I said, you know, it equaled even. You know what I'm saying? Like L even. That's that 11, which is Jesus' number. But is he saying that they were even if they were to, hoax, assassinate Donald Trump and bring him, resurrect him? Remember, that was the whole thing. So I'm just saying, remember, the E-T was missing out of the word Trump to make the word trumpet. Okay. So remember, I told you, it's a puzzle. You have to want it. You understand that? Look at this. Remember, I told you the E-T was missing out of trumpet, but it's in this one. Okay? Puget Sound has that E-T. Okay? And I told you, E-T wanted to go home, which is heaven. You understand? He wants to take over Jesus' throne. Okay? And what does a trumpet do? It makes a noise. Do you understand? This is the noise that's going to happen. Okay? It's going to be heard, this noise. Okay? Like I said, I'm not sure. And then look, you got the number 6. So is this the 6th trumpet? Or is this the beginning? Okay? Like I said, I'm not 100%. I'm going to dig into it further. But is this the beginning? Or is this the 6th trumpet, folks? You understand that? Anyway, like I told you, I'm going to tell you what happened to me in 2010. And that has to do with Seattle, and then we're going to keep going until I get you to who the Antichrist and Satan is, because I have it all already written down, folks. Anyway, end of video.